Thomas Mueller, right, who has the best record of any player versus Messi with a minimum of 10 matches, 7 wins, 3 losses, 0 draws. That's incredible. That's incredible, which, goes to think about that and him thinking, hey, you know what? Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT for me until he's already beaten Messi in a World Cup final. And then Messi wins his World Cup in 2022 and says, you know what? Now I'm starting to understand why people have always said that Messi is the best outside of all the Ballon d'Ors and the stats that he's produced over the years. He's the best player. Now, given that, this Vancouver side is packed with Americans, right? Berhalter, Brian White, Tristan Blackman, Emmanuel Savi, and Johnson. I mean, you're looking at this team going, this Canadian side has a lot of important American players that are going to play a huge role in this final. If Tate Johnson gets to start and you're looking at Berhalter and Blackman comes back in from his suspension, Sabi looked so good against San Diego and Brian White constantly holding up the ball, good runs, just a dangerous player. What have you thought about their performances throughout not only the season, but the playoffs?
I think Sebastian Berhalter has been great. And talk about a guy who's benefited. How many times do you see a clip of him talking to Thomas Mueller on the field? Like those two. I only imagine that happens every single day in training with him, right? Emmanuel Sabi, man, this guy's traveled around Europe. I had him with the youth national teams for about 2 years. Clearly was talented and then made his way to Europe and kind of bounced around a little bit, but he's come back here and shown that he's become a much better player, a threat over the top. We saw that long ball over the top against LA where he scored. I think it was the opening goal of that match. Brian White, I mean, what can you say? So he doesn't fit with the national team. But there are guys throughout their career that maybe haven't fit with a national team, but for their club teams, they just get it done game in and game out, and that's what Brian White does. So, yeah, it's good to see these guys. Of course, Tristan Blackman wasn't part of the game against San Diego. He was suspended from the game before. He comes back. That's really big. Johnson, I'll tell you a funny story. I called like 3 Vancouver games at the beginning of the year. I didn't realize because it's not in the bio, they didn't put it in there. And I guess this was sort of a family decision because I got to talk to Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson was my old teammate that I won an MLS Cup with. And I found out in the interim before we were going to Kansas City for that reunion, that 25-year reunion this summer, that this was Brian Johnson's son. And it's in there now as the end. But I asked the family, they're like, yeah, we didn't really want to put it. I'm like, dude, you're an MLS Cup winner. What are you doing? Like, and they're like, no, we wanted it to be Tate's, like it was his. And so I felt bad because like I called 3 games of my ex-teammate who I won a championship and I had no idea it was his son that was playing. But I'm giving Brian a little, credit. He was a big part of that 2000 Kansas City team. But Tate's been great, man. And I know a fire got lit under him when he didn't make the under-20 team, when he didn't make the under-20 World Cup. I mean, he was one of those guys on the fringe. I think it was Bombino, right, that made the kid who was in L.A., but I guess played in San Diego. So it lit a fire, and it's what sometimes you need in your career, right? And the kid has done great for Jasper Sorensen. So, and how good has Jasper Sorensen been? So, relative, I think the Final Four, right, were all new coaches, all first-year coaches. So it's nice to see some sort of new ideas come into the league.
When I look at this matchup and I look at the Americans, I think, okay, who could have one of those performances that earns them that best ever performance by an American in an MLS Cup final, or one of those type of performances. Some U.S. men's national team players who have had great MLS Cup MVP performances: Josie in 2017 with Toronto, Omar in 2012, Landon in 2003 and 11, Ramondo in 2009. You can throw Aleko in there. I wish Jimmy was here.
2004. He beat us. Yeah, I was on Jimmy's team. Yeah, I was on the bench that game. Yeah.
Why were you on the bench? I
had this problem with my Achilles, which I ended up getting operated on after. But we got Bob Gansler, trained me for 2 weeks, and I thought I was playing, and he decided I wasn't going to play in the finals. Let me know the morning of the game, man. I wasn't happy about it.
How'd you take it? What'd you say was your
I
initial reaction?
I left the meeting in shock. We went from the meeting to the team walk. You know, we left the meeting, and you know, sometimes your coach will take you on a team walk. So we that was our routine: meet in the hotel and then go on a team walk. It was in LA. So it was still, we were still at neutral sites at the time, and Boashani played, but at the end, Bob Gansler asked me to stay outside, who I have the utmost respect for. Gave me a shot when I was a young kid, and he put his arm around me, said, "Oh, you know," and he knew I was pissed. I didn't say one word the entire conversation. I didn't answer him. I didn't do anything. And then we had a conversation afterwards, a couple of years down the road. But yeah, I was pissed, man. I thought I'd done enough to get into that game, but I didn't. And that's the way it goes. But Aleko, yeah. Aleko and Jimmy have this little fight going on for years, man, all the time. Aleko got the best of us that day.
But you got your trophy. You got your trophy. You got your MVP. You're good. Come on now. Talk about your MVP type performance.
It's one of them days, man. That's all. Where like it kind of goes right for you. You know, what's the
how many saves? How many saves you have in the match?
I have no idea. A couple, like 3 really good ones. I don't know. I should have got thrown out of the game. That game, I should have got red carded. And Paul referee Paul Tamburino. We talked about it afterwards, and he, you know, I shouldn't say I could have gotten thrown out of the game. So Ante Razov there was a ball that went out of play to my left in the second half. And it was like, I don't know if it was he thought it was a corner or whatever, but he started dribbling towards me still. And I knew it was out of play. And I saw the flag go up from the assistant referee to my left. Dude, I just swiped and took him out, man. I mean, I just swiped him and took him out. And Paul Temery was like, you know, it took a lot for me not to throw you out of the game. And I'd only ever been thrown out of the game twice in my career. One was like a last man foul, which was BS, and one was a second yellow card for something I said to the referee in Chicago. So I'd been thrown out twice in my career.
Ooh,
but that would have been
that
would have been a tough one to swallow. had he done. I mean, it was close, but he said it took a lot for me not to throw you out because I swiped at him pretty good. But yeah, we ended up winning that day, and yeah, that was a pretty good day for us.
So give me your prediction then.
Oh man, I hate you asked me this. I'm gonna go. There's extra time in this one, right? Not right. The penalty kicks. I'm gonna go Inter Miami 2-1 in extra time.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Inter Miami.
As soon as I said 2-1, I was thinking I should have said 3-2. So damn it. Literally, because Vancouver can score goals.
But I think Takaoka though is the better goalkeeper between the two.
Yeah, but don't forget, man. This Rios Noble kept him in the game, man. I mean, I still think the way the momentum was going against NYC, if the ball that goes over his head that he makes the save on was going to be 2-2, if he doesn't make that save, they literally go down I don't know, seemed like a minute later, it could have even been quicker, and score and make it 3-1. The game was over at that point. He's been that's another change Mascherano made. Who's this? Vancouver 5-4. Okay, we'll take
Martin O'Malley.
goals.
He's going to Vancouver 5-4. Man, that would be a hell of an MLS Cup final. That
I think
might go down
tight,
as the greatest. I'll tell you right now. Inter Miami 3-1. Edwin Diaz, a true hyena 4-1 Inter. Peter Jersey 3-2 Vancouver. Caps all day. We got some great predictions. Hey, stick to those predictions. We have receipts now. Yeah, 3-2. Yes, and it. Let's go, Ant. I agree.
Who's your MVP? Who's your MVP?
Messi. I'm not. Messi's going to score. Messi's going to be the difference maker.
If Messi scores and they win, he's the MVP. No, if he gets an assist and they win, because the assist is going to be a wild assist. It's not going to be like just some crazy thing. It's going to be some crazy play that he makes. He wins the MVP for sure.
Well, guys, tomorrow, a lot of hype. I'm sure some of you won't sleep. I feel like it's Christmas Eve right now. So don't forget, we're going to be back around tomorrow with immediate reaction for the World Cup draw. There'll be a live show on Golazo for the draw itself. But don't forget, Golazo America YouTube channel, CBS Sports Golazo Network, 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Make sure you follow, call what you want, wherever you get your podcasts, and take a few seconds to leave us a rating. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, a review button, please hit it. Drop us a comment on every episode. We absolutely love it. We respect all your insight, your comments. We love it. Engage with us all the time. And
on the red carpet with Hannah tomorrow. I can't wait to watch this.
Red carpet. Hey, let's go. Appreciate you all and see you tomorrow. Peace.